Welcome back. President Fattah al-Sisi paid tribute on Thursday for Egyptian farmers on the Egyptian Farmers' Day, in which they gained independence, dignity, and freedom. The president reaffirmed keenness to support the Egyptian farmers and to provide all elements of a dignified life. Al-Sisi praised the Egyptian farmers' achievements in all areas. Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli said that national project to develop Egypt's rural areas under President Fattah al-Sisi's initiative is a huge project. It represents all the goals of the United Nations Development Goals in 2030. He noted that the project aims at improving the lives of almost half the Egyptian population. He called on the United Nations officials to follow up on the implementation of this unprecedented project. This came during Madbouli's meeting with UN Under-Secretary General Dr. Khaled Bouzar. Madbouli said that the Egyptian government worked hard during the corona pandemic to strike the balance between protecting the citizens' health and maintaining the economic growth rates. The Premier also expressed keenness on hosting the United Nations 27th Conference on Element Change. Arab foreign ministers met on Thursday in the 156th session under the chairman of Kuwait. The Arab foreign ministers discussed a number of files, on top of which is the Palestinian cause, as well as the Iranian and the Turkish interference in the Arab affairs. Addressing the opening session, Kuwaiti foreign minister and the chairman of the current session, Sheikh Ahmed Nasser al-Sabah, expressed the Arab League support for Egypt's stance in the Ethiopian dam crisis. He also rejected all unilateral actions related to the issue. He also called for unified Arab actions to face the repercussions of the coronavirus. The minister called for overcoming differences to reach a unified stance on latest challenges facing the region. The Kuwaiti foreign minister held Israel responsible for violations against Palestinian people and stressed the need to revive the Middle East peace process. For his part, Arab League Secretary General Ahmed Abul Ghait warned that foreign parties are carrying out their own agenda in Yemen, adding that achieving stability and security is a key step towards ending the crisis. He called for a Lebanese government to be formed immediately to end the country's crisis. Abul Ghait also called on the Libyan parties to implement the outcome of Berlin conference to achieve the Libyan unity. He called on all mercenaries to leave the country. On the Palestinian cause, the Secretary General called for a relaunch of the peace process based on the two-state solution. On the sidelines of the Arab foreign ministers' meeting, Foreign Minister Sameh Shoukry met on Thursday with his Jordanian counterpart Ayman al-Safadi. The two ministers discussed means of boosting bilateral relations as well as coordination stances on regional issues of mutual concern. Foreign Minister underscored Egypt's constant stance in supporting the Palestinian cause and the legitimate rights of the Palestinian people. This came at a consultation meeting between Foreign Minister Sameh Shoukry and Jordanian Palestinian counterparts Ayman al-Safadi and Riyad al-Maliki at the Foreign Ministry's Tahrir Palace. The meeting discussed the latest developments of the Palestinian cause and efforts exerted to revive the Middle East peace process and to start new serious negotiations that aim to reach a comprehensive and just settlement. Shoukry stressed the importance that the concerned regional and international parties carry out their roles in providing the atmosphere that helps to push the peace process forward. Both the Jordanian and Palestinian foreign ministers expressed their appreciation for the Egyptian initiative of Gaza reconstruction and offering support to the Palestinian territories. The Quartet Arab Ministerial Committee on Iran held a meeting on Thursday, headed by Saudi Arabia's Foreign Minister Faisal Abdullah bin Farhan. The meeting discussed the latest developments in the Iranian file and means of facing Iran's intervention in the interior affairs of the Arab countries. The committee includes in its membership Egypt, Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates and Bahrain. In addition to the Secretary General of the Arab League, the committee is due to submit its report on the outcome of its meeting to the 156th session of the Arab League Foreign Ministers. Egypt reported on Wednesday 399 new coronavirus infections, bringing the total number of cases to 291,172 people since the outbreak hit the country in mid-February last year. The Health Ministry also reported 13 new deaths, bringing the total number of fatalities to 16,824. The ministry added that 765 patients were discharged from hospitals, raising the number of those who have recovered to 244,062 people.